Everybody, we're live. Get the party going on time. Looking in the mirror like 3, 2, 1. I'm ready. Baby, I'ma have some fun. Doing it 'cause I won. Checking my fit like 3, 2, 1. I'm ready.
Welcome to Best Guess Live. Let me finish. I'm your host, Howie Mandel. There we go. It's day 3 of Fan Appreciation Week. I take this so seriously. I wrote a speech for you tonight, and I was so excited to read it. But I left it in the car. It was beautiful. I quoted Lincoln. My wife cried when I read it to her, although she was chopping onions at the time. But I think it was emotional. Anyway, I'll get it next time. Let's play. Are you ready to get a piece of that $15,000? Yeah! Not you people. I'm talking to them. All right. First, the rules. Each episode of Best Guess Live has 2 rounds. Each round has 1 puzzle. Each puzzle has 3 sets of winners: gold, silver, and bronze. Now, before each round, we're going to load our crystal ball with a secret item. It could be absolutely anything. And then I'm going to give you 5 clues. But remember, the clues are like riddles. They're meant to make you think. And after each clue, you get 20 seconds to submit an answer, but you only get 1 best guess per round. Not per clue, 1 per round. So make sure you're confident before you lock it in, and it's got to be the exact answer. We don't accept typos. Bottom line, you want to be fast, but you have to be right. Everyone that locks in a correct answer on the earliest clue will split the gold prize pot of $3,000. Everyone that locks in a correct answer on the second earliest clue will split the silver pot of $2,500. And everyone that gets it on the third earliest clue will split the bronze pot of $2,000. So weird to have all these numbers floating in front of me. I don't know if you can see them at home. So if you give a correct answer on one of the 3 earliest clues, you win. And if you're the only one to give a correct answer on one of those clues, you take the whole pot for that medal. So don't forget, if possible, take a video of you and your friends playing the game. I posted one yesterday. Somebody was doing it at a baseball game. Did you see that on my stories? I did it, okay, and tag Best Guess Live and send it or post it on your socials and with Best Guess Live. Enough talk. Let's win some money. Round 1 is worth $7,500. Load the crystal ball now. Okay, the ball is being loaded as I speak. We have first-time players. Extra Putter 907 is a first-time player. Welcome, Extra Putter. You're going to be here many more times. I'm telling you, this is fun. Here's your first clue. Extremely emotional. And the clock starts now. 20 seconds is on that clock. Your first clue, extremely emotional. We have a really good audience today. I don't know if you know this, but we have a live audience here. It was, how much are tickets for this? Because it's an amazing, people are already guessing. Hot Dog Freak said The Notebook, extremely emotional. That movie was incredibly emotional, especially at the end. Big M Chan the Man said an emoji. Oh, that's how you show emotions, right? With an emoji. And Gibby Breed Love said a baby. Babies are so emotional, such babies. Anyway, here is your second clue. Makeup to breakup. The clock starts now. The first clue was extremely emotional, and the second clue was makeup to breakup. So those are your 2 clues. We already have 4,448 guesses are in, with 10 seconds left on the clock in the second clue. Well, actually 5 seconds. I'm kidding. 4, 3, 2, 1. Scamiko said eyebrows. Extremely emotional. That's how you show emotional, and you make up to break up. Your eyebrows? Muggy Towel 508 said mime. Mime. Well, that makes sense. Benifer, Original Pond 73 said Benifer. Remember that? Remember? They broke up and they're extremely emotional. This all makes sense. Here's your third clue. Belongs in the carpool lane. The clock starts now. It's getting more Ridley. It's more Ridley now. The clue number 1 is extremely emotional. Clue number 2, with 5,600 guesses, makeup to breakup. And clue number 3, with 5 seconds left, is belongs in the carpool lane. Wow. These are all, that had the least number of guesses so far. They only had 2,200 people guessing on that. DJ Plastic said James Corden. He did carpool because carpool karaoke. Is that what you're thinking? And makeup to breakup. How does that? And extreme. Well, he might be emotional. He's an emotional guy. Here's your fourth clue: discouraged at school, but encouraged at parties. You should get it now. Clock starts now. Okay. Extremely emotional is the first clue. The second clue is makeup to breakup. The third clue is belongs in the carpool lane. And your fourth clue was discouraged at school, but encouraged at parties. Wow. Already 17,000 submitted answers. Silly Old Roll said a keg stand. It is discouraged at school and encouraged at parties, but I don't understand extremely emotional. I think if you imbibe too much, you get extremely emotional. That's probably it. Here's your final clue, your final chance to guess in this first round. Has humorous shoes to fill. Humongous shoes to fill. I didn't read well. Has humongous shoes to fill. And the clock starts now. I'm not hooked on phonics. Here it is. Your first clue was extremely emotional. Your second clue was makeup to breakup. Your third clue is belongs in the carpool lane. Your fourth clue is discouraged at school, but encouraged at parties. And the fifth and final clue was has humongous shoes to fill. And that was your time, and that was the final clue. And let's find out what's in the crystal ball. Oh, it is a clown. A clown. That's what clowns. Anyway, let's take a look at how the clues fit and find out who is taking the money. So the fifth clue has humongous shoes to fill. Clown shoes are giant. It's really funny. I once hired a clown to come and entertain at our office, and he said he was meeting downstairs, and somebody in my office said, "How will I know it's you?" He phoned from the lobby. Well, look for the red shoes, you idiot. Okay, so anyways, the humongous shoes. Clue, so that meant 9,000 guesses, and 6,059 of you guessed clown. So that's a pretty good, that's gold. Clue number 4. Let's see clue number 4. Discouraged at school, but encouraged at parties. Class clowns. They discouraged me every time I was at school. I don't have a GED, but at parties, they always want you to be funny. That's why I don't go. And I don't have friends, so I'm not invited. But that makes sense. 5,073 guesses on that one. 508 of you were correct. So that is the new goal. Clue number 3 makes a lot of sense. You're going to go, oh, why didn't I think of that? Belongs in the carpool lane. Many, many clowns can fit into a clown car. That'd be amazing to drive down, to get pulled over on the 405 with 38 other people wearing heavy makeup. Anyway, 5,475 guesses on that. 393 of you were correct. That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay? And now the second clue. Makeup to break up. Clowns wear makeup to break you up, to break up. I break up and laugh. I'll put on this makeup, it'll make you laugh. It'll break you up. 5,605 guesses on that. 402 of you had the correct guess. Did anybody get it before that? Okay. Extremely emotional was the clue number 1. And sad clowns, happy clowns. It's always about the extreme emotions. It's either really happy or the sad clown. Somebody said earlier today, there's no such thing as the stoic clown. Okay, so it is extremely emotional. 4,448 guesses on that first clue. 50 got it correct. 50 are going for the gold. That means 50 people are splitting $60 for gold. And you know what that means. And that's I Am Genius 215. You are. Sour Sanyards 627. And a whole bunch more. Congratulations to you. The silver, 402 of you are splitting $6.21. Congratulations. And for the bronze, 393 of you are splitting $5.08. That's a lot of people, over 1,000 people, winners on our first round. Now remember, it's day 3 of appreciating our favorite people. You, our best guessers. And how are we doing that? Well, everyone who submits a correct answer on this next puzzle will win a $5 voucher from Netflix Shop, whether you answered in time or not. So you don't have to be gold, silver, or bronze. You just have to have the correct answer. This is going well this week, so we're going to do it again next week. We're doing it again with a brand new prize. Each player can only win 1 voucher per week. So if you have you got 3 more chances to get yours this week. That's amazing. Now it's time for round 2 with $7,500 up for grabs one more time. Prize pots are exactly the same: $3,000 for gold, $2,500 for silver, and $2,000 for bronze. Can we load the ball now, people? There. And I feel like I have so much power when I say that, and then I see this, and now we're getting ready to give you your first clue. Supplies are limited. And the clock starts now. Supplies are limited. What could it be? I guess that's the game, right? What could it be? True Rat King said a penny. You know what? I think they're stopping. They're not going to make any more pennies. Is that true? Did I just make that up? Wow, that's right. I forgot about that. And Amy to Please said polar bears. I heard they're not going to make any more polar bears, right? That's what I thought. Penny for my thoughts. Here's clue number 2. What's mine is yours. Kinda. And the clock starts now. So clue number 1 was supplies are limited. Clue number 2 is what's mine is yours. Kinda. 10 seconds left on that clock. The guesses are flying in. On the first clue, we had over 3,500 guesses. And now I can see you guys pouring in with all your guesses. Here is Cloudy Scroll. Cloudy Scroll said a prenup. What's mine is yours. Kinda. Unless I leave you, and then it's not yours anymore because I have a prenup. Here's your third clue. Take note of these 3 letters. And the clock starts now. Clue number 1 was supplies are limited. Clue number 2 is what's mine is yours. Kinda. And clue number 3, take note of these 3 letters. Wow. We have almost 10,000 guesses on the second round. Remember, put in a guess. Put in a guess, because if it's correct, even if you don't win money, you're going to win a voucher, people. New Lobster 249 said DNA. Can't Be Pete 18 said FYI. For my information. No, I knew that. I was trying to think. I wasn't thinking what it meant. I was thinking, how does that fit? Take note. What's mine is yours. For your information, and supplies are limited. There's a limited amount of information. Apparently, you think I have none of it because you're filling me. Okay, here's your 4th clue. All right, your 4th clue is put a pin in it. And the clock starts now. Okay, the first clue was supplies are limited. The second clue was what's mine is yours. Kinda. The third clue is take note of these 3 letters. And then clue 4 is put a pin in it. What could it be? 3 seconds left on the clock. Over almost 21,000 submitted answers. Angry Squirrel 4, I've seen your name before. You've been playing a while. It says a donkey. Put a pin a tail on the donkey. Take note of these 3 letters. Well, there's another word for a donkey, and it starts with an A. Yeah. What's mine is yours. Don't get that part, but supplies are limited. You can't get a good donkey these days. Here's your final clue. Final chance to guess. Clue number 5. Always able to keep your balance. And the clock starts now. Okay, clue number 1, supplies are limited. Clue number 2, what's mine is yours, kinda. Clue number 3 is take note of these 3 letters. Clue number 4 is put a pin in it. And clue number 5, always able to keep your balance. 3 seconds left on the clock. We have 27,000 submitted answers. Your time is up. Should we open the crystal ball? Then say, open the crystal ball. Say it. Do what they said. It is an ATM. Yeah. It is an ATM. All right, that's the answer. Let's take a look at how the clues fit and find out who is taking the money. We'll start with clue number 5. Clue number 5, always able to keep your balance. It keeps track of your account balance. You go to the ATM, you take your money, you look at your balance, it keeps your balance. We have 6,479 guesses. 1,493 of you gave the correct answer. Guess. Okay. Well, this is good. Clue number 4 makes sense. Put a pin in it. How do you get your money? What do? You put your pin in it. You access the ATM by entering your pin. 5,266 guesses. 472 of you got it correct. Okay. Here's clue number 3. Take note of these 3 letters. You literally take banknotes out of your what? ATM. 3 letters. See? And 1,900 guesses. That one had the most guesses. And 170 of those guesses were correct. That's the new gold standard. Okay, clue number 2. What's mine is yours. Kinda. So the ATM, it's filled with the bank's money, but it becomes yours when you take it out. So it's kinda yours, just the stuff that comes out, but it's the ATMs, okay? 5,934 guesses. 1 correct answer. What do you mean what? 1 correct answer. Somebody here is not listening. Okay, that's, and now we're down to the first clue. Supplies are limited, okay? Most ATMs have a daily limit on what they have in there. Plus, your supply of what you have in the bank is limited. I know mine is. 3,556 guesses. Did anybody go for the gold? Did anybody get the gold? Yes, 1 person got the gold. So 1 person is taking the $3,000, and that best guesser is Petite Mower 675. Congratulations, Petite Mower. You know what's interesting too? Listen to this. Silver went to 1 person for $2,500. It's a lot of money. And the bronze went to 170 people who are getting $11.76 each. That's a good day. This was a good day, and a lot of you are going to get that voucher. But if you didn't, remember, we got a couple more days that you can go for. So that is it for this episode of Best Guess Live. Congratulations again to all of our winners. We are here every weekday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, so come back tomorrow, and don't forget to bring your best guess. Good night, everyone. Where's my, will you bring my donkey around back? Bring my donkey around back.